800 freestyle. Swimming in lane number 1, a 12th place finish in the 800 freestyle from Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Victoria Collada. In lane number 2, a 9th place finish in the 800 freestyle, representing New Zealand, Hayley McIntosh. Lane number 3, 4th in the 800 on Wednesday, from the Fish, Madeline Donahoe. In lane 4, a 7th place finish in the 400 free, 5th in this event at Nationals last year from Wolfpack Elite, Hannah Moore. She owns the Chilean national record in this event in lane 5 from Chile, Crystal Cobrick. Lane 6, a 6th place finish in the 800 and the 400 IM this weekend from Swim Florida, Olivia McMurray. Lane 7, Junior Pan Pac 200 Freestyle champion from Clovis Swim Club, Claire Tuggle. And she owns the Aruba national record in this event in lane 8, Daniela Vandenberg. A final of the women's 1500.
Take your mark.
Well, as you can imagine, the Pro Series record is owned by Katie Ledecky, but what you might not know, Pro Series record is also the world record, 15:20:48, set last May. Kirsten Meitz swum this earlier this afternoon. She was a 16:29:52. And we'll have to keep a close eye on that as we go through our 1500. We'll let you know where she stands as the event progresses. And that 16:29:52 definitely has a shot at capturing a podium place. Well, before we get too far down that road, let's take a look at who's leading in the water right now, and that's Madeline Donahoe. The 17-year-old in lane number 3, like I already mentioned, 4th in that 800 free already this weekend. She was 7th in this event at Winter Nationals last year in Greensboro, North Carolina. Third turn, more the same. Madeline Donahoe still in the lead, 1:35:30 her split. Second place, only 1/10 of a second behind her. That's Hannah Moore, the NC State Wolfpack in lane number 4. Moore 16th in the 800 free at Nationals last year, 5th in this event. She was a bronze medal winner at the World University Games in 2017 in the 1500. And now she's taken over the lead here at the 200-meter mark. 200-meter mark, Kirsten Meitz was at 2:10:84, which has her currently sitting in 4th place. About 0.8 of a second behind Claire Tuggle, who's got the actually, that has her in 5th place. Claire Tuggle sitting in 4th place, 2:09:60 her split. Just like that, a 6th of the race complete, a tie for 1st place. Hannah Moore, Crystal Cobrick, like I already mentioned, the Chilean national record holder in this event. Kobrick with some Olympic experience in her past, and by some I mean tons. 2016, 2012, 2008, 2004. Some of you in the stands weren't even born when Crystal Kobrick started her Olympic career. She now owns the lead all by herself, 3:13.72. And Kirsten Mice from the prelims still sitting solidly in 5th place, just ahead of Olivia McMurray. After 300 meters, a fifth of the way through this 1500 freestyle already. Still a great race here, right in the lead, 350 meters, 8/100ths of a second separating Moore and Kobrick. Donahoe in lane 3, only 0.8 of a second off of that lead. Kobrick still in the lead, 0.3 of a second between her and Hannah Moore. Moore with 0.6 of a second over Madeline Donahoe. Almost a full second between Donahoe and Kobrick. That 400-meter mark, 4:19.21 the split. 4:23.28 was Kirsten Mite's split at the 400-meter mark, and that moves her up into 4th place comparatively to this heat. Donahoe and Moore continuing to hang on as we approach 1/3 of the race complete. One, two, three, as it's been for a few 50s now. Kobrick, Moore, Donahoe. McMurray and Tuggle with a great battle right now for 4th place in the heat. Mites was 5:29.19 at that point, which has her just under 4 seconds off of Madeline Donahoe's 3rd place spot at the 500-meter mark. Eight-tenths of a second between McMurray and Tuggle in that 4th place battle in lanes 6 and 7. Daniela Vandenberg, the Aruban national record holder. This is 6:15.97 split. 600 meters down. Another 900 meters still to go. 6:29.69 for Kobrick in lane 5. Kobrick splitting about 32.4, 32.3s. He's only been as high as 32.7 as we've been going through 600 meters. This is when the pace really begins to burn. And Kobrick concedes a little bit, 32.74, only a 1/10 of a second lead. Madeline Donahoe seemingly falling off the pace just a hair, 7:04.46. .700-meter mark means that we've only got one more length of the pool to go before we hit that halfway mark, and nobody's given in yet. Crystal Kobrick, Hannah Moore, Madeline Donahoe, all still right together. Olivia McMurray, 7:44.03. That means Kirsten Mites sitting in 4th place right now. Here is the 750-meter mark, and that is officially halfway through. You see the countdown on your scoreboard in the building. 15 lengths of the pool remaining. And a 32.5 on that last split. And Hannah Moore has her first lead of this 1500. 8:07.87 at the 750. Moore looks like she's still retaining the lead as we hit the 800-meter mark. 3/10 of a lead, in fact. Kobrish was an 8:47.18. She's only about 2.5 seconds now behind Madeline Donahoe in lane number 3. Not that 2/10 of a second is extending a lead that much, but as close as this race has been so far, Hannah Moore now out to 6/10 of a second. 2 to 3/10 more than her lead was at the 800 point. And this is your 900-meter mark. Moore's lead adds another 2/10 of a second. 0.81 in the lead now. Mites at the 1,000-meter mark this morning was 11:00.19. We need to keep an eye on Madeline Donahoe. Donahoe third in this heat right now, third overall as well right now. About a 3.5 second lead on the time posted by Kirsten Mites this afternoon. This turn will be 1,000 meters for these ladies. 2/3 of the way through, only 10 lengths of the pool remain, and it's a 1.2 second lead for Hannah Moore of Wolfpack Elite in lane number 4. Donahoe at 10:56.88. Sitting just over 3 seconds ahead of Kirsten Mites' posted time from this morning. North of a 1.5 now for Hannah Moore. Crystal Kobrish peaking over the 33 mark on that 50 split. .400 meters remain for this top-seeded heat of 1,500 swimmers. 11:55.01, good for a 2-second lead right now over Kobrick in lane 5. Madeline Donahoe getting faster and faster, 33:25. Crystal Kobrick splitting a 32.71, closing the gap by about a half a second. Or excuse me, extending the gap by about a half a second on Madeline Donahoe. 32.88 for Kobrick that time, 32.73 for Hannah Moore. 300 meters to go, and we're closing in on crowning a champion. Question is, will Madeline Donahoe hold off the time of Kirsten Mites from earlier this afternoon? 13:10.69, the lead that she has down to only 3 seconds. Slowly been closing. 13:32.70 for Hannah Moore, and her lead north of 3 seconds on Kobrick in lane 5. Still right at 3 seconds of a lead for Madeline Donahoe on the Kirsten Mites time from earlier. Big implications there. It's a 3rd place finish on the line. Hannah Moore seemingly accelerating as she closes in on a finish 32:20 on that last 50. And look out, only 2 seconds of a lead for Donahoe on the time from Kirsten Mites. Mites 14:53.24 at the 13:50 mark. She was a 16:29.52. For the Americans to punch a ticket to Olympic trials, you have to be a 16:49.19 or faster. There's the bell for Hannah Moore, meaning 100 meters to go. Kobrick also getting the bell. For 15:25 for Madeline Donahoe. She's only got 0.8 of a second separating her from Kirsten Mites in the prelims. We'll check in at the final turn. Hannah Moore still with a considerable lead, now up to 6.2 seconds over Crystal Kobrick. Madeline Donahoe flipping 15:58.03. The lead for her down to a 1/2 of a second for that 3rd place spot. The 17-year-old from the Fish, your 1500 winner in lane number 4, 16:13.72 for Hannah Moore. Kobrick is second, 16:20.96. Mites was a 16:29.52. We'll see where that ends up. That's going to be 3rd place. Madeline Donahoe finishing with a 16:30.19. And here you go. Those are your official results for the women's 1500 free